Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Spins by. And now past another. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Bundy. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On second down, Bundy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Safety creep. He's coming. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
180. Check 55, Mike. I'm here all day.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
That's how we do
a gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And the Browns first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's pick it up. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Let's get off the field.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54. Cut him up. Regular.
1st down, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's our field.
Here's Rosen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son. Out.
On 1st down, Bundy. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's checking. Monday. Check. 80. Tighten up. Why? Give me quarter. Check 50.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
DJ Chark on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 92 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get it. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
To throw is Rosen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Check, 180. 43. Check, 43. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 3. Jump.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, alert.
Let's go.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Shit.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch one. Monday. Under crunch.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Who do you want?
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He'll find Lindsey here.
Yeah, baby.
To number 82. brings up third down.
Six man. Check curls. Check curl. Alert. 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 Shoot.
On third down, Fournette. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
5-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Fournette. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
53.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Big Ed.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check that. Hey, alert. Mike 22. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
On second and 12, Rosen. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 buzz. Check. Real. Point it right. Mark 43. Hey, exit. Yeah. Hurry.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
At 80. 53, Mike. You're not ready. You're not alert. Shift. Middle.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Go.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
At 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slap. Kill. Alert, flare. Hey, alert. You got motion.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy. 80. Check 53. Ready? Slam.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, alert. Mike, 53, Mike. You better be afraid.
Now it's Rosen. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Give him 6 yards in the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You must be dreaming. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Crunch time, defense. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Twist.
Now Rosen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Come on, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Delta. Up, Delta. Check hot, hot.
Here's Mayfield. Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch gears. King. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jayon Brown drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, D. All day, quarter. All day.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Rosen to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rosen to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Middle.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Regular. Right there.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
180. 43. So don't say nothing. 43 is the mic. I'm coming. Hurry. I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing, Mayfield, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.